All right, everyone, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of nutrition today. We're going to start by understanding some basic nutritional concepts that will help us make healthier choices in our daily lives. First off, when we talk about nutrients, we're referring to those essential substances our bodies need for growth and maintenance. There are six main types: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Each plays a unique role in keeping us healthy and energized throughout the day. Now, let's take a closer look at carbohydrates. They're often seen as villains these days, but don't worry, they aren't all bad. Carbs are our primary source of energy. You know those high-carb foods like pasta, rice, and bread? Well, when you eat them, your body breaks down the carbs into glucose, which fuels your brain and muscles. Next up is protein. Proteins are made up of amino acids that help build and repair tissues in our bodies. Foods rich in protein include meat, fish, dairy products, eggs, beans, and nuts. When planning meals, remember to incorporate a variety of proteins for a balanced diet. Now let's not forget about fats. Fats aren't just the high-ticket items we avoid. They're also essential nutrients that help store energy and provide insulation to our organs. It's all about choosing healthier fats like those found in avocados or olive oil over saturated fats, which can be harmful if consumed excessively. Then, there are vitamins and minerals. These micronutrients play a crucial role in many body functions from vision to bone development. Think of them as the tiny helpers that keep your engine running smoothly. Make sure you're eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and dairy products to get all the necessary vitamins and minerals. Lastly, water is a nutrient too. It's essential for every bodily function, including regulating temperature, aiding digestion, and removing waste from our bodies. Drinking enough water each day helps maintain these important functions. So there you have it, folks. Understanding these basic nutritional concepts can really help us make smarter food choices. Remember, it's all about balance and variety in your diet to ensure you're getting the nutrients you need for optimal health. That's all for today's lesson on understanding basic nutritional concepts. I hope this gives you some insight into what goes into making a healthy meal plan. All right, everyone, let's talk about how what we eat every day impacts our overall health. Think of your diet like the fuel for your body, just like putting premium gas in your car makes it run smoother and faster. Eating healthy foods can make you feel better and give you more energy throughout the day. So what exactly does a healthy diet look like? Well, it's all about balance and variety. You want to include plenty of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats in your meals. These foods are packed with nutrients that help keep your body functioning at its best, things like vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants. It's also important not to skip any major food groups or go overboard on junk food. We all know the occasional treat is okay, but making it a regular part of your diet can lead to weight gain and other health issues down the line. The nitty-gritty details are about portion control and choosing mostly nutritious foods. Now let's talk about how this impacts specific aspects of our overall health. Eating well has been shown to boost our immune system, which helps us fight off colds and infections more easily. It can also improve brain function. Studies show that diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids are linked to better memory and cognitive performance. Another big benefit is maintaining a healthy weight. When we eat nutritious foods and balance calories with physical activity, it's easier to avoid becoming overweight or obese. This reduces the risk of developing serious health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. And don't forget about mood. Your diet can affect how you feel emotionally too. Foods high in sugar or refined carbs can cause energy crashes that leave you feeling tired and irritable. On the other hand, eating balanced meals with complex carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats helps keep blood sugar levels steady and promotes stable energy throughout the day. So there you have it. A healthy diet is key for overall well-being, from boosting your immune system to improving brain function, maintaining a healthy weight, and even affecting your mood. Remember, small changes can make a big difference over time. Start by making sure each meal includes lots of colorful fruits and veggies, lean proteins, whole grains, and some good fats. That's all for today's lesson on the role of diet in overall health. I hope this gives you a clearer picture of why eating well is so important and helps motivate you to make healthier choices every day. Today, we're diving into how stress affects our physical well-being. Let's start by understanding that stress isn't just mental. It can impact your body in significant ways too. When you're stressed, your body reacts through what's known as the fight-or-flight response. This triggers hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to spike, which prepares your body for a quick reaction. Now, imagine this happening frequently due to everyday stresses. It's like constantly revving up your engine without letting it cool down properly. Over time, this can lead to various physical health issues. For example, prolonged stress can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses and infections. You might find yourself getting sick more often or taking longer to recover. Additionally, high levels of stress can contribute to heart disease by increasing blood pressure and damaging blood vessels. It's also linked to digestive problems such as irritable bowel syndrome because the hormones released during stress affect how your gut functions. Don't forget about sleep either. Stress can disrupt your ability to get a good night's rest, leaving you feeling tired and groggy throughout the day. Now, let's talk about some practical ways to manage stress and protect your physical well-being. Regular exercise is one of the best methods because it releases endorphins which improve mood and reduce stress hormones in your body. Mindfulness practices like meditation or yoga can also help calm your mind and lower cortisol levels. Getting enough sleep is crucial since proper rest helps regulate those stress hormones. In conclusion, while stress is a part of life, understanding its impact on your physical health is key to maintaining overall well-being. By adopting healthy coping strategies, you can mitigate some of the negative effects and live a more balanced, healthier life. All right, everyone. Today, we're diving into something that's pretty universal: chronic stress and its psychological impacts. Have you ever felt like your mind is constantly racing, or perhaps you've noticed yourself snapping at loved ones more than usual? That could very well be the effects of prolonged stress taking a toll on your mental health. First off, let's talk about what happens when we're under chronic stress for extended periods. Our body releases cortisol and adrenaline continuously, which can lead to anxiety and depression over time. It's not just physical wear and tear either. These hormones affect our brain chemistry too. For instance, prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol can reduce the production of serotonin and dopamine in your brain. This depletion can make you feel down or even depressed. Now, another impact is cognitive functioning. Chronic stress often leads to difficulty concentrating, memory issues, and impaired decision-making skills. It's like your brain gets bogged down with all these worries and doesn't function as smoothly anymore. Imagine trying to solve complex problems when your mind feels scattered. It becomes a real challenge. Moreover, chronic stress can also lead to emotional burnout. You might find yourself becoming more irritable or prone to mood swings. It's not surprising since prolonged stress depletes our emotional reserves and makes us less resilient to daily ups and downs. It's important to note that all these psychological impacts aren't just temporary either. They can become long-term issues if chronic stress isn't managed effectively. This is why it's crucial for everyone to find healthy ways to cope with stress, whether through exercise, mindfulness practices, or talking things out with friends or a therapist. To wrap up, chronic stress has significant effects on our mental health, from increasing anxiety and depression levels to impacting cognitive functions and emotional stability. It really underscores the importance of managing stress effectively in our daily lives. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that taking breaks and practicing self-care isn't just nice. It's necessary for your overall well-being. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope this gives you a clearer understanding of how chronic stress can impact your mind and why addressing it is so vital. Today, we're going to dive into the nitty-gritty of macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. These three components are key players in maintaining a balanced diet that supports overall health. Let's start with carbohydrates. They are often misunderstood, but play a vital role by providing energy for our bodies. Simple carbs like sugars give quick bursts of energy, while complex carbs, such as those found in whole grains and vegetables, offer sustained energy release. Moving on to proteins, these are the building blocks of life. They're essential for growth, repair, and maintenance of tissues throughout your body. Proteins also play a role in hormone production and immune function. Foods like lean meats, dairy products, beans, and nuts provide rich sources of protein that can be incorporated into meals easily. Fats often get a bad rap, but are necessary for good health too. They help absorb vitamins, protect organs, and maintain cell membranes. Opting for healthy fats such as those found in avocados, olive oil, and fish is key to reaping the benefits without adding unnecessary calories. Now that we understand each macronutrient's role, let's talk about achieving balance. A balanced diet includes a mix of all three macronutrients, with carbohydrates making up the largest portion, because our bodies rely heavily on glucose for energy. Proteins should be consumed in moderate amounts to support muscle growth and repair, while fats are needed but in smaller quantities compared to carbs and proteins. To sum it up, remember that carbohydrates provide primary fuel, proteins are crucial for building and repairing tissues, and healthy fats play a significant role in various bodily functions. Balancing these macronutrients is key to maintaining optimal health and well-being. Let's dive into how macronutrient imbalance can affect our stress levels today. Now, we know that macronutrients are the big players in nutrition: proteins, carbs, and fats. But did you know these play a crucial role in managing your stress too? When you consume an imbalanced diet, it could lead to increased cortisol production, which is essentially your body's primary stress hormone. So, if you're eating too many carbs or not enough protein, your body might start feeling more stressed than usual. For instance, consuming high amounts of refined carbohydrates can cause blood sugar levels to spike and then crash quickly. This roller coaster ride can leave you feeling irritable and anxious, which isn't great when trying to keep calm under pressure. On the flip side, adequate protein intake helps maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Proteins are made up of amino acids that support neurotransmitter production. These chemicals in your brain help regulate mood and stress responses. Now, let's talk about fats. Healthy fats like omega-3s can actually reduce inflammation in the body and improve overall mood, whereas trans fats might do just the opposite. So reaching for a piece of cake instead of some nuts could have you feeling more stressed than necessary. So how do we maintain balance? Aiming for balanced meals that include whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats is key. And don't forget to drink plenty of water too. Dehydration can exacerbate stress symptoms. To sum up, paying attention to what goes on your plate directly impacts your stress levels. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, take a look at what you've been eating lately. Maybe it's time for some healthier choices to help manage those stress levels better. That's all for today's lesson. Hope this helps you make smarter food choices and feel less stressed out in the process. All right, everyone, let's dive into today's topic: vitamins essential for reducing stress. We all know how tough it can be to cope with daily pressures and anxieties, but did you know that certain vitamins could help ease those burdens? Let's explore 4 key vitamins that play a significant role in managing stress. First up is vitamin B6. Often referred to as the calming vitamin, B6 helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and melatonin, which are crucial for mood and sleep quality. Think of it as nature's tranquilizer, helping you relax and unwind after a long day. Next on our list is vitamin C. This powerhouse antioxidant not only boosts your immune system, but also plays an important role in reducing stress hormones such as cortisol. When you're feeling overwhelmed or under pressure, reaching for foods rich in vitamin C can help lower those stress levels. Vitamin D deserves some attention too. Often called the sunshine vitamin because it's produced when sunlight hits our skin, Vitamin D is essential for bone health, but also helps maintain mood stability and reduce anxiety. So, if you're feeling a bit blue, spending some time outdoors might just do the trick. Lastly, let's talk about magnesium. While magnesium isn't technically a vitamin, it's an important mineral that works closely with vitamins to support overall well-being. It aids in muscle relaxation, helps improve sleep quality, and reduces stress levels by promoting better nerve function. So there you have it for key players that can help ease your mind and reduce stress. Vitamin B6 for calming effects, vitamin C for lowering cortisol levels, vitamin D for mood stability, and magnesium for overall relaxation. Incorporating these vitamins into your diet through foods or supplements can make a big difference in how you handle daily stresses. Remember to consult with your healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or supplement routine. And don't forget to combine these nutritional boosts with healthy lifestyle habits like regular exercise, sufficient sleep, and mindfulness practices for the best results. That wraps up our discussion on vitamins essential for reducing stress. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to keep you feeling calm and collected in even the most stressful situations. Today, we're diving into some natural ways to combat stress with minerals that can really make a difference in your everyday life. Let's start off by talking about magnesium. Magnesium is often referred to as nature's chill pill because it helps relax muscles and reduce anxiety. You can find magnesium in foods like dark leafy greens, nuts, and seeds. It's also available in supplement form if you want an extra boost. Another mineral worth mentioning is zinc, which plays a key role in your body's stress response. Zinc is involved in the production of several hormones that regulate mood and fight off stress. You can up your intake by eating more oysters, red meat, or pumpkin seeds. It's not just about what you eat, though. It's also important to consider how much you're consuming. Now let's talk about potassium, which helps maintain a healthy balance in your body and can reduce the impact of stress on your heart. Foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and avocados are great sources of this mineral. Potassium works alongside magnesium to relax muscles and nerves, making it easier for you to unwind after a long day. Another important player is calcium, which not only strengthens bones, but also helps regulate nerve function and reduce anxiety. Dairy products like milk and cheese or leafy greens can provide the calcium your body needs. It's all about finding those natural sources that are readily available in your diet. Lastly, let's touch on vitamin D. Even though it's technically a vitamin, not a mineral, but it works closely with these minerals to combat stress. Vitamin D is crucial for bone health and mood regulation. You can get it from sunlight exposure or foods like fatty fish and fortified cereals. So there you have it. Magnesium, zinc, potassium, calcium, and vitamin D all play key roles in helping your body manage stress naturally. Incorporating these minerals into your diet can make a significant difference in how you handle the pressures of daily life. All right, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about something really important, the importance of water intake daily. Water is essential for our bodies to function properly and stay healthy. It's like the oil that keeps all our bodily engines running smoothly. So why do we need water? Well, it helps regulate body temperature, lubricates joints, aids digestion, flushes waste from the body, and supports brain function. Imagine trying to work without any of these things happening efficiently. That'd be tough. Now, how much water should you drink every day? The general recommendation is about 8 glasses a day, but that can vary depending on your activity level and climate. Some people might need more if they're sweating a lot or living in hot weather. There are some easy ways to ensure you're drinking enough water daily. Start by carrying a reusable water bottle with you wherever you go. This way, you'll always have access to water when you feel thirsty. Also, try to make okay, so let's recap. Drinking enough water is crucial for our health and well-being. It helps regulate body temperature, lubricate joints, aid digestion, flush out waste, and support brain function. Aim to drink about 8 glasses of water a day, but adjust according to your activity level and climate. Remember, staying hydrated isn't just good for you, it's essential. So let's all make sure we're drinking enough water every day. Today, we're going to dive into something that impacts us all every single day: hydration and its effect on our stress levels. Now, you might be thinking, how does drinking enough water have anything to do with how stressed I feel? Well, let's unpack this together. First off, dehydration can lead to a variety of physical symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, and fatigue. These symptoms alone can increase your stress level because they make simple tasks seem more challenging than usual. But there's another angle: mental clarity. When you're dehydrated, your brain isn't firing on all cylinders, which can lower your cognitive function and decision-making abilities. Now, let's talk about the link between hydration and cortisol levels. Cortisol is often referred to as the stress hormone because its levels rise in response to stress. Studies have shown that being just mildly dehydrated can cause an increase in cortisol production. This means dehydration not only makes you feel physically worse, but also amplifies your body's natural stress response. So, what does this mean for managing stress? Well, staying hydrated is a simple yet powerful way to help mitigate some of the physiological symptoms associated with stress. By keeping yourself well hydrated throughout the day, you're essentially giving your brain and body the best chance to function optimally under stressful conditions. Remember, it's not just about drinking water. Timing matters too. Aim for regular hydration throughout your day, especially before you feel thirsty, because thirst is often a sign that you're already dehydrated. In conclusion, paying attention to how much water you drink isn't just good for your physical health. It can significantly impact your mental well-being and stress levels. So next time you're feeling stressed out, reach for that glass of water. It might do more than you think. That's all for today's lesson on hydration and its effects on stress. I hope this has given you some new insights into how simple changes in your daily routine can make a big difference in managing stress. Today, we're going to talk about antioxidant-rich foods and how they can help keep your body healthy and strong. Antioxidants are like little superheroes inside your body that fight against harmful free radicals, which can damage cells and lead to all sorts of health issues over time. First off, let's understand what antioxidants do. They neutralize these free radicals, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. This is important because chronic inflammation has been linked to a bunch of diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Now, there are many foods that are high in antioxidants, but we're going to focus on some standout stars today. Berries are a great example. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, all these little fruits pack a powerful antioxidant punch. Another one is dark chocolate. Yes, you heard right. The cocoa in dark chocolate contains flavonoids which act as antioxidants. Then there's green tea and its cousin matcha. These teas have something called catechins that are known to be excellent antioxidants. And don't forget about vegetables like broccoli, spinach, and kale. They're rich in vitamins A and C, both of which are potent antioxidants too. Nuts are another fantastic source. Almonds, walnuts, pecans. All these nuts have vitamin E and other antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage. Plus, they're great for snacking. Now, how do you incorporate more antioxidant-rich foods into your diet? Start by adding a handful of berries to your morning cereal or yogurt. Swap out regular tea for green tea or matcha when you're looking for a caffeine boost. Include spinach and kale in your salads or smoothies. And always keep nuts on hand as an easy snack. So, there you have it: simple ways to increase your intake of these antioxidant-rich foods. Remember, eating a variety of colorful fruits and veggies will naturally give you plenty of antioxidants. It's all about making smart choices that benefit your health in the long run. That's it for today's lesson on antioxidant-rich foods. I hope this gives you some tasty ideas to boost your diet with more superfoods. Today, we're diving into antioxidants and how they help fight oxidative stress, an important topic for maintaining overall health. Let's start by understanding what oxidative stress actually is. Oxidative stress occurs when there's an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in your body. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can cause damage to cells, proteins, and DNA over time. Antioxidants come into play here as they neutralize these free radicals, preventing or reducing the damage caused by oxidative stress. So why is this important? Well, unchecked oxidative stress can lead to a variety of health issues including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. By keeping oxidative stress in check through antioxidants, you're helping your body stay healthier for longer. Now let's talk about some common sources of antioxidants. They are found naturally in many foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and even certain beverages such as tea and coffee. Some high-ticket antioxidant foods include berries like blueberries and strawberries, dark chocolate, red wine, and nuts like almonds and walnuts. Eating a diet rich in these foods can significantly boost your body's antioxidant levels. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine oxidative stress is like rust forming on metal. Antioxidants are the protective coating that prevents or slows down this rusting process. So by consuming more antioxidants, you're essentially giving your cells a protective shield against damaging free radicals. To make sure you're getting enough antioxidants in your diet, focus on eating a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables every day. The vibrant colors often signal high antioxidant content. For example, the deep red of tomatoes or beets comes from lycopene, while the blue hue of berries is due to anthocyanins. Both are potent antioxidants that can help combat oxidative stress. In conclusion, understanding how antioxidants work to fight oxidative stress is crucial for maintaining good health. By incorporating more antioxidant-rich foods into your diet, you're helping your body stay healthier and potentially preventing serious diseases down the line. Today, we're going to dive into the world of coffee and tea consumption. Let's start by looking at how these beverages can impact our health and overall well-being. First up is coffee. Coffee contains caffeine, which stimulates your brain and nervous system, giving you that energy boost in the morning or anytime throughout the day. Caffeine also helps improve concentration and mental alertness. However, too much caffeine can cause jitters, anxiety, and sleep disturbances. Now let's talk about tea. Tea has its own unique set of benefits. Green tea, for example, is packed with antioxidants known as catechins, which help reduce the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Black tea also contains these beneficial compounds, but in slightly different forms. Both coffee and tea can affect your hydration levels differently. Coffee, due to its caffeine content, acts as a mild diuretic, which means you might need to urinate more often. Tea doesn't have this effect to the same degree. So if you're drinking large amounts of coffee throughout the day, it's important to keep track of your water intake. Another interesting aspect is how these drinks can impact digestion. Coffee has been shown to stimulate gastric acid production, which helps with digestion, but might cause discomfort for those who are sensitive or have conditions like GERD. Tea, on the other hand, particularly herbal teas, can soothe digestive issues and help relax muscles in your gut. Now let's touch on how coffee and tea can influence metabolism. Caffeine is known to boost metabolic rates slightly, helping you burn calories faster. This effect is more pronounced with green tea due to its unique combination of caffeine and catechins, which work together to enhance fat oxidation. Lastly, it's worth mentioning that both coffee and tea have cultural significance around the world. They're not just drinks, but part of social rituals and traditions in many societies. So there's definitely a psychological aspect too when we talk about enjoying these beverages. In conclusion, whether you prefer your morning with a cup of joe or a soothing cuppa, understanding how these beverages affect your body can help you make healthier choices and enjoy them even more. All right, everyone, let's talk about something that many of us enjoy every day: caffeine. We all know the feeling of that first cup of coffee in the morning or an afternoon tea to perk up our energy levels. But did you ever stop and think about how your caffeine intake might be impacting your stress management? Today, we're going to explore moderation in caffeine consumption and its role in managing stress. So, let's dive right into it. Caffeine is a stimulant that temporarily boosts alertness and energy, but can also heighten feelings of anxiety and increase the heart rate. For some people, this can lead to increased stress levels. The key here is finding your sweet spot, not too much caffeine to avoid jitteriness or sleeplessness, and not so little that you miss out on its benefits. Now, let's talk about how caffeine affects our bodies. It blocks adenosine receptors in the brain, which usually signal tiredness. By doing this, caffeine promotes wakefulness and alertness. But it also releases adrenaline, which can make us feel more stressed or anxious if we're drinking too much. So how do you know what's moderation for you? Well, that depends on your sensitivity to caffeine and your daily routine. For most adults, the recommended limit is about 400 milligrams a day, which is roughly 4 cups of coffee. But remember, this varies from person to person. Some people can drink multiple cups without any issues, while others might feel jittery after just one. Here's another point: timing matters too. Drinking caffeine late in the day can disrupt your sleep cycle, making you more stressed and less able to handle daily pressures effectively. So try to limit your caffeine intake a few hours before bedtime if possible. Now, let's talk about alternatives to coffee or tea for those times when you feel like you need that extra boost, but don't want the caffeine kick. Water is always a great choice, as dehydration can mimic feelings of fatigue and stress. Green smoothies packed with fruits and veggies provide natural energy boosts without the jitters. And if you're looking for something warm to sip on, herbal teas offer comforting flavors and aromas that might help soothe your nerves. In conclusion, caffeine in moderation can be a great tool for managing daily stresses, but overdoing it can lead to anxiety and sleeplessness. By being mindful of how much caffeine you consume, and when you drink it, you can harness its benefits while avoiding the pitfalls. Remember, everyone's body reacts differently to caffeine, so it's important to find what works best for you. That wraps up our discussion on moderation in caffeine intake for stress management. I hope this gives you some insights into balancing your coffee or tea consumption and helps you manage stress better throughout your day. Let's dive into this topic about eating regularly throughout the day and how it can benefit us. Hey there, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something pretty important: why eating regularly is crucial for maintaining your health. So let's get started. First off, you might think that skipping meals here and there isn't a big deal, but guess what? It actually has some serious impacts on our bodies. When we don't eat enough throughout the day, our metabolism slows down, making it harder to burn calories. That means any extra food we do consume is more likely to get stored as fat. Another benefit of eating regularly is that it keeps your blood sugar levels stable. When you go for long periods without eating, your blood sugar drops, and then when you finally eat something, it spikes up really high. This roller coaster effect can lead to energy crashes and mood swings throughout the day. By eating small meals more frequently, we keep our blood sugars nice and steady. Now, let's talk about brain function. Eating regularly provides a constant supply of glucose to your brain, which helps you stay alert and focused all through the day. This is particularly important for tasks that require concentration or memory retention. So if you're hitting those deadlines at work or studying for an exam, eating little and often can give you that edge. Moreover, eating regular meals throughout the day also helps regulate your appetite hormones. Ghrelin makes us feel hungry while leptin signals fullness. By spacing out our meals properly, we avoid the extreme hunger pangs that can lead to overeating later on. It's all about finding a happy medium where you're neither starving nor stuffed. Lastly, eating regularly throughout the day helps maintain your muscle mass. When you fast for long periods, your body starts breaking down muscles for energy instead of burning fat stores first. This is especially important if you're engaging in regular physical activity and trying to build or maintain muscle strength. So there you have it. Eating small meals frequently can help boost your metabolism, stabilize blood sugar levels, improve brain function, regulate appetite hormones, and even preserve muscle mass. It's a win-win situation for overall health and wellness. Remember, the key is not just eating more often, but also choosing nutritious foods that provide sustained energy throughout the day. So next time you're planning out your meals, consider breaking them into smaller portions spread across the day. Happy eating! That wraps up our discussion on the benefits of eating regularly throughout the day. Thanks for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about managing stress through diet planning. It might seem surprising, but what you eat can really impact how stressed out you feel. Let's dive into some strategies that can help. First off, let's focus on incorporating high-quality proteins like fish or eggs in your meals. These foods are rich in amino acids, which play a key role in the production of neurotransmitters that affect mood and reduce stress. So eating these proteins regularly can boost your mental well-being. Next up is adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, especially ones that are packed with vitamins B6, C, and magnesium like bananas or leafy greens. These nutrients help regulate cortisol levels, which is the hormone responsible for our stress response. When cortisol spikes due to stress, these vitamins can help bring it back down. Another important aspect of managing stress through diet is mindful eating. Taking your time to savor each bite and really focusing on your meal can reduce anxiety and improve digestion. Try not to multitask while you eat or rush through meals. Enjoy the process. Hydration also plays a big role in stress management. Staying hydrated throughout the day helps maintain blood volume, which improves oxygen delivery to organs and tissues, reducing fatigue and enhancing overall mood. Lastly, consider reducing caffeine intake as it can increase anxiety and disrupt sleep patterns. Swap coffee for herbal teas or water when you need an energy boost instead. Remember, these are just a few ways diet planning can help manage stress. It's all about making mindful choices that nourish your body and mind. So there you have it. Start implementing these tips in your daily routine to see how they affect your stress levels. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic that connects our gut to our mood in ways you might not expect. Let's start by understanding what exactly is meant by the term gut microbiome. The gut microbiome refers to all of the microorganisms living inside your digestive tract, including bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other tiny organisms. These little critters are incredibly important for our overall health, playing a role in everything from digestion to immune function. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Recent research has shown that these gut microbes also have an influence on our mood and mental well-being. Scientists believe this connection is partly due to something called the gut-brain axis, which essentially means there's communication happening between your digestive system and your brain via hormones, neurotransmitters, and other signaling molecules. So how does all of this work? Well, certain types of bacteria in your gut can produce chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which are known as mood-regulating neurotransmitters. When these chemicals are produced in higher quantities by the good bacteria, they can have a positive impact on your mood and help reduce symptoms of anxiety or depression. But it's not just about having more good bacteria. Balance is key. An imbalance in gut bacteria, often referred to as dysbiosis, could lead to an increase in harmful bacteria, which may negatively affect your mood. For example, studies have shown that people with conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, where there's a known disruption of the microbiome, tend to experience higher levels of anxiety and depression. So how can you maintain this balance? Diet plays a huge role here. Consuming foods rich in prebiotics and probiotics can help support healthy gut bacteria. Probiotic fibers are found naturally in things like onions, garlic, bananas, and asparagus, while probiotics are live beneficial bacteria often found in yogurt, kefir, or fermented vegetables. But diet isn't the only factor. Stress management techniques such as mindfulness meditation or yoga have also been shown to positively impact gut health by reducing stress hormones that can negatively affect microbiota. Additionally, regular physical activity has been linked with a healthier and more diverse microbiome. In conclusion, while we're still learning about all of the intricate ways our gut microbes influence our mood, it's clear there's an important connection between what's going on inside your digestive tract and how you feel emotionally. By taking care of your gut health through diet, stress management, and exercise, you can potentially boost both your physical and mental well-being. That wraps up today's lesson on the gut microbiome's influence on mood. Thanks for joining me. I hope this gives you some insight into why gut health is so important not just for digestion, but also for overall wellness. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of probiotics and prebiotics for mental health support. We know that our gut plays a crucial role in overall well-being, but did you know it also impacts our mental health? Let's explore how these tiny organisms can make a big difference. First off, let's talk about probiotics. Probiotics are live bacteria and yeasts that are good for your health, especially your digestive system, but they do more than just help with digestion. Research shows that certain strains of probiotics may improve symptoms of anxiety and depression. For example, Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacterium longum have been linked to reduced stress levels and improved mood. Now let's look at probiotics. Probiotics are non-digestible fibers that feed the good bacteria in your gut. Think of them as fertilizers for probiotics. Foods rich in probiotics include onions, garlic, bananas, and whole grains. By consuming these foods regularly, you're not only nourishing beneficial bacteria, but also promoting a healthy microbiome. So how do probiotics and prebiotics help with mental health? It all comes down to the gut-brain axis. This intricate system allows communication between your gastrointestinal tract and central nervous system. When there's an imbalance in your gut flora, it can lead to inflammation, which may affect neurotransmitters involved in mood regulation. By supporting a healthy microbiome through probiotics and prebiotics, you're essentially nurturing this vital connection. It's important to note that while promising research backs up these benefits, more studies are needed to fully understand the mechanisms at play. However, incorporating fermented foods like yogurt or kefir into your diet is an easy way to start reaping potential mental health rewards. And if you're looking for probiotic-rich options, consider adding a banana smoothie or some oatmeal to your daily routine. In conclusion, probiotics and prebiotics offer exciting prospects for supporting mental health by enhancing gut microbiota diversity and functionality. So next time you reach for that yogurt or slice of whole grain bread, remember you're not just feeding yourself, but also nurturing beneficial bacteria that could positively impact your mood and overall well-being. Thank you so much for completing this course on nutrition and its impact on stress levels. Over these weeks, we've covered a lot of ground together, from understanding basic nutritional concepts to exploring how macronutrients, micronutrients, hydration, antioxidants, caffeine, meal timing, and the gut-brain connection all play significant roles in managing stress levels. We started by laying the foundation with an overview of nutritional science, and then delved into how stress affects both physical and psychological well-being. Next, we examined macronutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, learning about their impact on stress when balanced properly or imbalanced. Moving on to micronutrients, we discussed vitamins and minerals essential for reducing stress levels, emphasizing the importance of a varied diet rich in these components. Hydration was another key topic, highlighting its crucial role in managing stress and the negative effects of dehydration. We also covered antioxidants and their ability to counteract stress-induced damage, introducing you to antioxidant-rich foods that can be incorporated into your daily meals. Additionally, we explored caffeine's impact on stress response, encouraging moderation as a way to manage its effects effectively. Then, we looked at meal timing strategies and how eating regularly throughout the day can benefit both physical health and mental well-being. Finally, we dove deep into the gut-brain connection, introducing you to the influence of the microbiome on mood and discussing probiotics and prebiotics as supportive nutrients for mental health. These lessons aim to equip you with the knowledge to make informed dietary choices that positively impact your stress levels. The most important takeaway is understanding how nutrition can be a powerful tool in managing stress. By incorporating these principles into your daily routine, you'll not only improve your physical health, but also enhance your mental well-being. Remember, small changes can lead to significant improvements over time. I encourage you to apply what you've learned and continue exploring the fascinating world of nutritional science. Whether it's adjusting your diet or simply being more mindful about what you eat, every step counts towards achieving better stress management and overall health. Lastly, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. If you enjoyed this course and found it valuable, please consider connecting with me or leaving a review to help others discover this important topic as well.